You'll need to pin your shapes and letters on one side of your cushion, making sure that the nap of the fabric, the direction is smooth when you rub your fingers down, and then put in lots of pins, but make sure the pins are not on the edge of the fabric, because then it'll make it hard to sew. You can overlap the letters, you can have space between them, arrange them how you'd like, but make sure that you have a 2 centimeter border on the edge of the fabric so that when you sew the two fabrics together, you don't catch the letters. Before I applique the letters, I'm going to press the red button at the back of the machine, take off the metal foot, put it in the bin, and put on the clear plastic foot so that I can see better. And then I'm going to change the settings on the machine. The tension is going to be turned from 4 down to 2. The pattern selector dial is going to be turned to zigzag, and the stitch length dial is going to be turned to 1. So first change those 4 things on your machine, and then start to zigzag at whatever section feels comfortable. You're going to put the edge of the foot, the inside edge of the clear foot, by the edge of the flannel. So put the foot down, and I'm not going to reverse until I get back to the end. I'm going to zigzag on the edge of the flannel all the way around. Allow the machine to pull the fabric, your hands to do the guiding. Hopefully you've put your pins far enough away that they're not in your way when you sew. But if they are, make sure you take them out. You don't want the foot to catch on the pin. And at any time, especially if you're doing curves, if it starts to feel a little awkward, it's time to pivot. Leave the needle in, lift the foot up, and move the fabric, and then make sure you put that foot back down. Don't break the golden rule, and sew with the foot up. So it's feeling awkward, so needle down, foot up, pivot. And when you get back to where you started, just do a 2-stitch reverse, and then start your next letter. Now that you've sewn your letters, applique them to the top of your cushion, you're going to flip it over on the wrong side and steam that side only, just where the shapes and letters are that you sewed, just to flatten them out. And you'll notice the color of the thread that I used on the letters and shapes blends, so that if I've made a mistake, it doesn't show very much. So you want to think about that when you're picking the color of thread. You can pick a color that pops or a color that blends.